Welcome back, everyone. I know you hear me say this in a number of different ways, but I really feel as a society, one of our major responsibilities is to take care of people less fortunate than we are. And there's an organization right in Warren and Washington County, Albany County too, by the way, called ARC. And the mission of ARC is really to look out for those who are less fortunate than we are, that have developmental disabilities, when they get past that sort of protection era, when they're either at home with a family or getting out of school. Think about that, from like 21 years on. And joining me today are two people that are involved with ARC. Ladies first, this is Kaitlin Dausch, who is the PR specialist for ARC. Welcome, Kaitlin. And Duane Bullard, who's a recreation specialist. Boy, we're going to figure what that means. Okay,
I mean
something different in some other places, Duane. And they're here to talk about the work that the ARC does and a couple of events that I know you're going to want to know about. So, Kaitlin, I talk to a lot of organizations, and give us a sense of what the mission is of ARC.
So we're a nonprofit organization that supports nearly 1,000 people with intellectual and developmental disabilities through our 3 counties. We just want to make the best life-enriching moments for them. That's what we'd like to do.
Well, there's a mission, huh?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Now, that could cover a number of different categories, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, give us an example.
We deal with people with Down syndrome, people on the autism spectrum, traumatic brain injuries, any disability.
Now, what kind of needs would you say they have? Sort of categories. Housing, for instance?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Housing, we call them our residential houses. We have 43 of them.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
We have day rehabilitation programs, so day services. We have 5 of those throughout our 3 counties. We have, I don't want to say Medicaid service.
Okay, but they do. You provide medical assistance too, and help them maneuver those, regardless of how the laws change, right? And they change all the time, which is why I think you were hesitant about that. Janitorial, you mentioned earlier. Does it move into things like food, transportation, or anything like that?
Yes.
Do you help them?
We do. We have transportation vehicles for all of our houses and our day programs. We have a full-service kitchen in our Albany area, and that they do catering services as well. We have a full-service work center, our fulfillment center down in Albany, and we have a bunch of things up in North as well.
You know, one of the things, Duane, he and I were talking just before we went on, and I know, I asked him, I said, you know, I know that you're involved with helping develop employment skills for people, and that moves in the area of manufacturing, but it could also be the service industry too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
give us an example, for instance, like what are these people helping manufacture?
Different things like the locker ladder. We have tissue packaging that we do, mailing, assembly lines, tick pullers. We actually package medical kits for the New York State DOT.
Great.
You know, emergency
and then
kits.
also you'd be in the service industry as well. You know, and I know this firsthand. I was telling Kaitlin that I just had the wonderful experience of somebody who was somewhere with a disability, but I was at Hannaford, and the person was packing the bags, and just the sweetest person. And I said, "Oh, I'll help you with that." "Oh, no, sir." You know, there was a real pride in the work ethic. Don't you wish we all had that? And just to see that you're giving these people a real sense of personal reward.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
And it moves into the area of entertainment, doesn't it, Duane? Recreation specialist.
Yes.
All right, well, tell me about this line dancing thing, which is what we got on our radar.
Right. So Tuesday nights, from ages from teens to adults, come on down and you know, learn country line dancing. So it's a great way to exercise and learn some new moves to impress your spouse.
Now, you're doing this once a month, every week? How
We're
often
doing
are you
it weekly.
What day of the week?
It's on Tuesdays from 6 to 8:30.
At the Quaker
Yes,
Road location?
436 Quaker Road.
Yeah, got it, okay. Yeah, you can't miss this building, by the way. You can see it. Just get off exit 19, you're on Quaker Road, and you'll find it. Do you bring in like a teacher or a specialist?
We do. We have a line dance specialist that comes in.
Now there's a career for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are you going to do it?
I have done it. I've tried. I've got 2 left feet, but I'm working on finding my right one.
I think a lot of us would pay big money to see you line dancing. Have you tried it?
I have not.
Oh, you have not?
Not
no.
yet.
You and me both. We haven't. But what a wonderful opportunity to get the community together.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then the community can also then see what you do, what the organization does, because it's right at the facility.
It is.
Right there on Quaker Road. And the money, I think it's like $5 to get in it or something
Yeah.
like that. And the money just goes pretty much to pay the teacher and make certain that the lights can stay on for that. But you also have a fundraiser coming up in April. I remember
Yes,
it from
we
last
do.
year. Tell me about that.
So it's our vendor craft fair on April 21st. It's from 10 to 4, absolutely free admission.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to have about 50 vendors, food, everything you can imagine.
Yeah, craft fair.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Those
Handmade crafts, different
Yeah,
types
sure.
of vendors.
Yeah, and all different kinds of categories. I remember from last year, there was clothing and there was jewelry, there was artwork, there was all
Yes.
kinds of stuff, right?
Yep.
And woodcraft and the like. Now that money, that goes to help provide the services.
Yes, the money we raise for our vendor fair goes directly to our foundation, who grants life-enriching activities every single month for the people we support. Professional sports games, fishing
Yes,
charters,
sure.
day activities, formal proms and balls. So it's very rewarding.
You know, it doesn't, we live in such a fast-paced world. If you stop and just slow down just for 1 second and think what it means to someone with a disability to get dressed up for a prom, what it means to them to be having a job where they get a paycheck, to think of what it means for them to be in a social environment that's not threatening to them and something that they understand. Well, that's what ARC does. So I'm not sure you're going to get me there for line dancing. The craft fair, yeah. All right, the craft
Fantastic.
fair. But in the meantime, I expect you to hold the fort down on the
We'll be
line
doing the
dancing.
boot, scoot, and boogie.
Okay. That sounds pretty interesting. Kaitlin, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet you
for
as well.
coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Same,
Jesse.
Duane.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for coming in. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.